Hey YouTube, I'm Aaron, and today we are talking about why I switched from Nikon to Fuji.
Live from Chicago.
Now, I did make a switch from Nikon to Fuji, but I don't want this to be about the gear. So I am going to share the details about what I bought, but I'm more going to focus in on why I went this route. Now, I have been a Nikon shooter for 5 years. The camera has allowed me to travel the world, capture amazing moments, and even start my own business. So why did I switch? The reality is my camera broke. I was not looking to make a switch at this time, but I couldn't trust it anymore to capture those special moments when I was traveling the world, and particularly when I had paying clients. And what's crazy is even in the same week, my action camera, my SJ cam that I use a lot for the behind the scenes or point of view type of shots that I get on our street vlogs, that broke in the same week. But why Fuji? For me, it was the best fit. I like the form factor, the look and feel of the camera itself. I like the image quality, video capabilities. I don't have a huge need for a full frame camera like either the Sony a7 III or the Nikon Z series, which would have let me keep a lot of my lenses, at least in the short term. It's really about meeting my needs where I'm at currently, and the Fuji system really does that. So what you're probably most interested in is what did I actually buy? For the camera itself, I got the Fuji X-T3. We're recording on that right now. I did keep the 18 to 55 kit lens. I think it's a great kit lens compared to a lot of the other brands out there, but I think it's going to be a really good zoom range for when I don't know exactly what I'm going to be shooting and being able to adapt to the situation that I'm in. I also got the 16mm 2.8, so this is the smaller weather-resistant version of the 16 1.4 that everybody raves about. To me, the size was really a big factor. Also, the price. Getting the newer 2.8 allowed me to save quite a bit of money and in size. I also got the 35 f2. I love this focal length. I mainly shot 35 1.8 on my Nikon camera, so this was a natural selection for me because it is pretty much the same lens, just at f2. And the last lens that I got was the 50 to 140 f2. I do some sports photography, and having that reach is really great to getting that compression, that bokeh, and when you may not know where the action is or how far you're going to be from a subject, it's really nice to be able to zoom in. For flash, I went with the Godox V350 and the X Pro trigger. And lastly, for the action cam, I went with the Osmo Action from DJI. So, with all of that said, this channel is not about gear. This channel is about getting out there and making photos and using the gear for your needs. But the gear that I had broke, so I was forced to invest in new equipment so that I could get back out there and shoot even more. So in order to get acquainted with all of this new gear, with this new camera, new lenses, what I'm going to do is I'm going to spend 1 week with only one lens attached to the camera at a time. And I'm going to put out a video, not a full tech review, specs or anything like that, but my experience using that lens, what it was like in different scenarios on the street, maybe a little bit of sports photography, maybe try and do a portrait session or two, and talk about how I'm using the lenses and what they're doing for my photography. So be sure to subscribe so that you can catch those videos in the coming weeks. Give this video a thumbs up and leave a comment below with any questions about any of this gear, and I will try and answer that in the upcoming videos. So until next time, just get started and create.